my name's Lisa, and my business name is Wishes, and I'm trying to open a brand new costume shop. I didn't know who they were at first. They've been an absolute godsend for me. They've provided business clinics where I can come and speak to a lawyer or an accountant or someone to do with advertising or just help me with my business. They fundraised and they managed to raise some money for me. And they provided someone who I could look up to, so it's like a mentor for me. The studios were redeveloping, so they never extended our contract, so we had to take all the costumes out in a big rush and put them into garages and storage facilities. They left very disorganised, all in black bags, and basically we've only sorted through quite a few of them ready to use, so we've not been able to use many of the costumes. Some of them weren't in a good state, the garage leaking and things like that, so it's a bit of an emergency to get them out and get them sorted, safe and organised. We're talking in thousands. I have a large storage container that's completely jam-packed full. I have 2 smaller storage containers that are pretty full, and I have 6 garages that are jam-packed full as well that I need to be sorted. Usual day, probably the shop doesn't open, well I say shop, we haven't got a shop at the moment, but the shop doesn't open till 11, so between the hours of 9 to 11 I will be collecting any orders from storage that I know that I need to do for that day, putting any costumes and things together for schools and theatres, that sort of thing, or any sorting that I need to do. Then at 11 o'clock I'll start serving customers. They'll ring through, they'll come and visit, they'll come pick things up. So it's usually sorting them out. I pick my children up at about 3 o'clock and have a break. The shop shuts at 5, and then after 5 o'clock, once I've settled my family life, I do any sewing, repairs or making garments that I need to do. On odd days I do go to community events and do face painting, provide costumes for carnivals and things like that.
So, I'm Alison and this is Zoe, and together we're Dakota Divas.
What we've done today is Lisa brought us over to the lockups, opened the doors, and I just looked at it and thought chaos in one word. Absolute mess. But now there's hanging rails, she's got hanging rails down the side, she's started to hang them, she's actually started to categorise them into different subjects. So we've got Disney, we've got war, we've got it all. And all the bags have had to come out of one of the lockups. Everybody's been working on board, a whole team of us, operating all the accessories, wigs, you name it, it's here. All the costumes are now being hung up properly. And she started to do wood for the trees because it's now becoming productive, and that's what you want to do. We want to move on to the next one and fill that up with rolling racks. We want to have units in there, and then hopefully Lisa can get another one and we can use that as another sorting station so she can start bringing some of the other stuff back to start putting it back where it belongs. I think for Lisa, if she follows this plan, and I think the energy is now in Lisa to move on, she's got all the products, I mean, she's actually got her stock, can't be better for her. It's usable, she doesn't have to keep going out buying more, she's got that and it keeps coming back and it's getting paid, she's getting money all the time, it's being turned over all the time, and I think once she starts seeing that coming back in and it's more proactive, she's going to just go on to an absolutely amazing business. She's going to be supplying to all sorts of people, and I think the business will be sky high. I think she could go all the way with this. I think it would be absolutely amazing, don't you?
I do. I also think that Lisa needs to
employ other people.
She needs to think about support. Long term, she needs to think about support because basically sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees, and if you're actually working in the business, you can't work on the business, therefore you actually can't see how it's going to progress. So maybe she needs to kind of think about employing some support to help her manage the process of actually making sure that all the items are coming out and going back in and getting in the right places.
It's about making it work, it's about being productive, getting the business up, making sure it's accessible and usable. If it's neither of those things, then the business isn't going to work. And it's above all giving her back her energy and motivation, making her feel good about herself, because she's got a great business.